Here we are, beautiful view of the George Washington Bridge connecting the Garden State of New Jersey with Upper Manhattan, the west side of Manhattan. We're a little further south in Jersey, in Newark at the Prudential Center. Boy, what a buzz to this crowd tonight, and why not? Fabulous first fight. Hope we could see something close to that in our second. Steve Cunningham puts his IBF Cruiserweight title on the line against Tomasz and Adamek. Tail of the tape, how do they stack up, Wally?
All right, well, the important stat there, I think, is the height and reach of Cunningham. You see he's got 1.5 inches on Adamek in height, but the big thing, 7 inches in reach. That's a heavyweight reach, 82 inches for Steve Cunningham.
Yeah. And the IBF, and certainly the unified rules of boxing apply here.
Right, no 3 knockdown rule, no standing 8 count. Only the referee can stop the fight, and neither fighter can be saved by the bell in any round of the bout.
Boy, this is an exciting night. There's electricity in the air here at the Prudential Center. Let's formally meet both fighters in our main event as we go to ring announcer Joe Antonacci.
In the red corner, he comes to us tonight from Gilowice, Poland. Now fighting out of Jersey City, New Jersey. He weighed in at 198 pounds and wears the colors of Polska, red with white. Professional record, 35 victories, only 1 defeat, 24 knockouts. Please welcome Tomasz Adamek. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, he comes to us tonight from the fighting city of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He weighed in at 197 pounds, black trunks with red and gold trim. Professional record, 21 victories, only 1 defeat with 11 knockouts. He is the reigning IBF Cruiserweight Champion of the World, Steve USS Cunningham.
Amazing.
Wow, you could feel it, huh?
Yeah. I'll tell you what, though, Cunningham will not be put off by the hostile house because, as you pointed out, all of his best victories have been in hostile territory.
Here we go. Cunningham, the champion in black. 82-inch reach. He should fight long, it seems. He said, I want to do what Adamek expects me to just box. I got to give him new looks, and I got to shut him down.
Well, I would, dance with what brung him. I would do what he does best.
Yes.
I'd use that wingspan, and I would use that jab.
I'm with you. Not a punch fired in this fight, and we're half a minute in. Cunningham flicking the jab just to try to get his range. Now we'll go to the body. Oh, this crowd hasn't stopped. Everybody's on their feet.
Well, I'll tell you what, they had a great, table setter at the previous bout, and I know if anybody can live up to that opening act, these two guys can.
Adamek, you're right, tries that right hand to the body. Man, Cunningham looks ripped. He looks solid muscle, too.
He doesn't look like a cruiserweight.
But he doesn't look 2 inches taller than
You're
Adamek.
right. You know why? Because he fights with his legs spread apart.
Right.
And he loses 1 inch or so of height.
He's given it away, but he has kept his distance, trying to stick that jab and find the right zone. So he wants to control range, and Adamek wants to control pace.
Now, Adamek is coming straight in, and I know this is his style, but his head is right there to be jabbed, and Cunningham right now just not letting that jab go the way I expected him to early.
No, Cunningham is very economical, and Adamek is very careful. He's thrown 1 right hand that's landed.
See, I'm not sure if he's wary or if he's trying to set Adamek up for a right hand instead, rather than use the jab.
What's Adamek doing now?
He's doing what he always does. He's coming forward.
But he's not coming forward punching. Now he lets his hands go. Crowd loving every minute of it. Nice double jab from Cunningham. Very measured first 2 minutes of this main event. Fight night on Versus. Listen to the crowd.
Well, you know what? I think we're seeing two guys with a lot of respect for each other.
Oh, as Adamek whips a right hand. Now he wants to draw the champion into a fight. I agree, Wally. There's loads of respect on both sides.
You see Cunningham giving ground. So this is what Adamek wants. Giving ground against Adamek is a dangerous thing to do because you move right into his punching range.
But he should keep punching Adamek. Now he walks in and gets stuffed by a jab from the champion. Cunningham turned on a right that missed to the body.
Good right hand by Cunningham.
Cautious first round. I would give the edge to the champion.
No, I'm still thinking about that.
We still got time as we close out the first of a scheduled 12-round title fight.
All right, you're going to see a little of the action there in round one. You see Cunningham leaning back as he winged that right hand and missed over the top of Adamek's head.
Cunningham on the jab, trying to set up that overhand right hand. He winged it short. Adamek just showing the left hand, showing it. Hasn't really landed a solid jab. He let his hands go once in the first round. Who'd you give the first to?
Actually, I did give it to Cunningham. I thought he landed some decent jabs late, but I don't like the extended left hand business there. I think that, that's going to allow Adamek to slip inside.
There's southpaw from Cunningham in the corner. Adamek doesn't take the bait, but now Cunningham opens up. Adamek with his chin straight up. He's not protecting his head at all.
One thing that Cunningham's using effectively, and it's a very unusual punch, is the left jab to the body. He's really stuck it in Adamek's body a couple of times very solidly in the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, and he's trying to turn on that right hand off that jab as well. Now it's Cunningham creating space, Adamek walks to him, but he's starting to fire. He catches him with a right and then a left, and the crowd goes wild. Nice combinations. Cunningham said, hey, hit me if you can, catch me if you can. It looked like he had stunned the champion there, but here comes Cunningham revving up the attack with left hooks, and he's driving Adamek back.
In a way, Cunningham is being dragged into Adamek's fight, but he's fighting it pretty well right now.
He is. Boy, nice right hand from Cunningham.
But I'll tell you what, I think Cunningham made a tactical mistake by going back to the ropes and allowing Adamek to come in. That's where he can do the most damage.
I thought he's done a great thing in getting Adamek's attention. Adamek is thinking twice. He's thinking twice about walking in.
Yeah, and the other thing is Adamek does not back up very often, and if you can back him up, you're putting him into a position that it is not like to be in, and that's what Cunningham just did very well.
There's a 19-foot ring. It's a little smaller than the big ones at 20. And it's got to favor Adamek, you would think. But Cunningham gets hit with a right hand. And Cunningham now is trying to use the ring, but at times, needlessly, gets trapped in the corner. Wally, you're right. Right hand from Adamek. Right hand to the body from Adamek. Cunningham hands are low.
Yeah, not a smart thing to do with this guy. And also, he's got to use that jab more.
And Cunningham warned to keep it up. Keep his punches up. Boy, Cunningham very, very controlled. It's almost like he's a little nervous.
Well, I don't know if it's nerves or what, but he has chosen to fall into Adamek's fight plan.
Adamek warned by referee Earl Morton about the elbow. Second round better, I think, for the challenger as we finish out round 2 of this title fight on Versus. Oh, that's a knockdown. That's a knockdown.
And you could see that one coming.
Well, Cunningham landed a shot before the bell, but Adamek countered with a sweeping left. Can't be saved by the bell, but it's over, and now it's a 10-8 round for Tomasz Adamek. All right, let's see the end of the first round when we were away just before the bell in real time. Here it is. Watch Adamek. Left hand, sweeping left hand, clubs Cunningham to the canvas. They punched together, and Adamek kept punching.
It was actually a short right, I think, from Adamek. But the thing is this is what Cunningham started doing late in the round. He is backhanding his jab. so he's taking away a lot of his reach. If you notice, he's jabbing with his arm bent, so that he's starting. You see where he's starting from?
Yeah.
Instead of having full extension on the jab, he's backhanding.
Exactly.
It's a big mistake.
Good. He's not getting it cocked and loaded, and it's not a weapon that way. Boy, Adamek with that huge knockdown.
It just negates, you know, his big advantage here, which is the reach. He's got 7 inches in reach, and he's giving it right back to Adamek.
So Cunningham was down in the first round in a loss against in a fight in Las Vegas in 2002. So he's been dropped in the first round, and now in the second, 6 years later. Long time between times kissing the canvas, but he knows he's got a fight on his hand and the crowd against him.
And he's just not sustaining with that jab, Nick, you know? This is what he's got to use. That's his weapon. I would not dive in there with left hooks and right hands.
Exactly.
I would set it up with my jab, and he's not doing it.
He tried the left hook, he tried the uppercut, and Adamek is right in front of him, cutting the corners, not bothering to throw until he's in range.
See, Adamek is able to make the ring small on Cunningham without even punching, because Cunningham's not jabbing.
That's ring generalship. It may not count for much, but
it counts for a lot, I think.
Now Adamek sinks a right hand, then a left in a little bit later. Cunningham tries to fend him off to the body. And, you know, Adamek just looks like the slightly stronger man, Wally.
Well, he definitely looks like the more confident man right now. I'll tell you what, he is deciding where this fight is going to be fought, and that is a mistake by Cunningham, because the man with the jab should be able to dictate where the fight's being fought.
Yeah, it's like Cunningham is boxing and he's clinching, but we haven't seen sustained offense from him. He's trying different looks now, and it's Adamek with a full head of steam. Cunningham fights him off, comes in with that left hook. Now he's trying to get on the jab, but you're right, Wally, he's not getting the kind of extension he needs.
The thing that he's trying to do here is, instead of, you know, keeping Adamek off him by punching, he's trying to just avoid being hit.
Yeah, you know, they're punching together a lot. I don't even know who the faster guy is.
You're absolutely right. You know, coming into the fight, I thought easily Cunningham would have the hand speed advantage. He doesn't have it.
It doesn't seem to be. He did clip
close
the challenger with that right hand coming in. So Adamek has to get busier. Seems to be losing this round.
But there's no significant hand speed advantage here for Cunningham.
Now Adamek on aggression pulls himself back.
You know, Cunningham should not be being out-jabbed by Adamek, but he is being out-jabbed.
Yeah, I don't know who won that round, Wally.
I think Adamek did.
All right, your jab. That jab will set everything up. You got to hit him with jab and put something in the hole. Put something in the hole every time, baby. Something in the hole. Dig him to the body, right hand over the top. Dig him to the body, dig him to the head with the jab.
Jak się czujemy? Dobrze. Posłuchaj. Podstawowa zasada. Po twoim prawym prostym musisz wykończyć akcję lewą ręką, bo wychodzisz w górę i narażasz się na jego prawy. Rozumiesz, o co mi chodzi? To prawym kończy lewy, żeby mu wyłączyć. Zmień nie lewy sierp, a lewy, żeby wykończyć akcję.
At the end of round two, this fight changed. Somebody took control.
Yep, and you can see it was a short counter. It was a right and then a short left in there. Really short punch. Watch carefully. It's the right hand.
Right hand, actually, you're right.
Comes right in over that low left from Cunningham.
So, unofficially, Cunningham is playing catch-up. The champion trying to hold on to his IBF belt. He's from Philly, but this Jersey crowd strictly behind the transplanted Pole, Tomasz Adamek, living in Jersey City. He's in the colors of Poland, red and white. And he's put the champion on his back. Nice right hand from Cunningham.
Cunningham's best punch, and he followed it with a left hook.
And Adamek's the guy holding on now.
He's hurt.
He's getting blistered inside. He's hurt. He's hurt. Oh, another right hand. So Cunningham is alive and well.
Oh, man, what a left.
In Newark. Look at all the time left. Adamek elects not to hold on. And he's getting melted down a little bit here.
He doesn't know how. He just got hit with another left hook.
Cunningham, left hooks, right hands. He's pouring it on. Wow. There's an uppercut. Adamek looks like he's ready to go. His legs are shot.
Boy, what a reversal of fortune here in a matter of seconds.
Well, will the champion punch his way out?
Adamek, too much macho to clinch.
Wow.
He's eating shots.
Left uppercut by Cunningham.
Here comes Adamek. He got a head of steam up, and he's trying to come back.
I'll tell you what, if Cunningham was a puncher, this fight would have been over 30 seconds.
And if Adamek had some legs under him, go ahead, but he's trying to put punches together, and he's getting drilled by the champion.
It was all started with a right-hand lead by Cunningham in the first 30 seconds of the round.
It really did hurt the challenger because Cunningham
there it is.
follows up, blistering combination. Right and a left. Uppercut follows.
Well, you know, we know Adamek has a great chin, and we know that Cunningham is not a big puncher, but those are some tremendous shots he's eaten this round.
Adamek's been down twice in his career. Cunningham as well, once in this fight. Huge round for the champion. He's punched out a little bit.
This is a 10-8 round right now without a knockdown.
Definitely.
He goes down, it's 10-7.
Adamek now is walking to the champion. He's got his legs back. I stand corrected. I thought he was ready to go.
Don't be so sure he's not.
Cunningham's a little punched out, Wally.
I don't know about that. I think he's just, you know, he realizes his man's not quite ready to go yet. Because I'll tell you what, boxers get energized by hitting you as hard as Cunningham was hitting Adamek.
Well, he's playing keep away now, sticks his tongue out. Adamek is leaning into him, now clinching. But he's been a guy clinching a little bit. Oh, gosh! A right hand out of nowhere! The jab missed. The right hand didn't. It was a little 20-inch right hand behind the jab. Oh, my goodness. And 10-point must, Wally. 10-point must. What do you do here?
Well,
it's 10-9 Adamek.
We'll worry about that after the round.
Can the champion get out of the round? He's going to go down again. If he's not careful.
Neither one of these guys knows how to clinch.
What a right hand from Adamek. And he gets hit at the bell. You got to give a 10-9 Adamek, huh?
I agree.
Oh,
you know, and when we see the replay, you will see a definite look of disgust on Cunningham's face even before he hit the deck.
Dobrze, okej? Poszedłeś do siebie? Posłuchaj. Lewa ręka, Tomek. Prosty.
Scintillating action. Cunningham down twice. The champion.
Rozumiesz? Wyżej lewa ręka.
You did well. Adamek looked ready to go early in the round.
Completely different rounds.
Seconds in, look at the trouble he was in.
You see the right hand and then that left hook. I mean, that should have been a fight ender right there. And then from there, for the next minute, it's all Steve Cunningham, and there's some punches landed here.
But look at how this thing turned 180 degrees.
Wow.
You keep punching, good things happen. That left missed, the right didn't.
The other thing it shows you is that the guy with the one-punch power is Adamek. Because Cunningham landed a tremendous amount of what looked like big punches, and Adamek stood up to them.
I got it 39-36 Adamek, but it may be academic. We thought this figured to go the distance. Now, I'm not sure.
Well, you know what? I'm still not sure it won't, because these are two determined guys.
Cunningham got caught. Adamek was wobbled badly in front of us, all in that fifth round.
You know, I don't know if this is cause and effect, Nick, but that knockdown punch came just seconds after Cunningham taunted Adamek with it by sticking his tongue out.
What a round four, you're right. Adamek just keeps coming, that pace.
Well, you know what? You have to figure Adamek has taken the best that Cunningham can throw.
Good point.
And many times.
And he is making the champion fight. You know, it's that same pace he's coming at him. It's not like he's showing him different stuff, Wally.
No, but the thing is, you know, you hit it right on the head. He has gotten Cunningham to fight his fight.
He wants to control pace. Cunningham wants to control distance. And we see the online scoring a little closer than I have it.
38-36. I actually have it 38-38. And I don't know, I'll double check it when I can look away from the ring, but I got it 2-2.
Well, I got a 10-9 round and a 10-8 round for Adamek.
Oh, yes, the 10-8. There's my mistake. All righty.
Adamek walking down the champion as Cunningham covers up. Cunningham's offense has gone south the last minute. He's done nothing.
Well, he's hurt, and, you know, for the first time there, he actually did hold on.
He's getting drilled, Wally. Tight defense, no jab. He's trying to catch him with those sweeping shots. As you said, big mistake. He's not shortening up. And Adamek is undeterred.
See, that's what he's got to do.
Good hand speed from the champion.
Now, the problem with Cunningham here, he's got a bigger problem than the fact that he's not punching, because even when he does punch, Adamek is now walking through it. He knows he took the best shots Cunningham can throw in round 3. Got nothing to fear.
Absolutely. But I thought he was hurt. I thought Adamek was hurt in that fourth.
How could he not have been? How could he not have been? I mean, he's a human being. He had to be hurt by those shots.
Nice right in return from Adamek. So Cunningham threw a right. He gets caught with a combination. Comes back with a chopping right. Runs into shots from the challenger. It's Cunningham trying to close the gap. And Adamek on the ropes.
It's Adamek laying on the ropes is right, which is a very unusual posture for him.
Oh, wow. You just don't want to look away on this one.
I also don't want to score. I want to throw my scorecard away.
There you go. I'm with you, Wally. The end of the 5th here. What a fight this is. We're into this heavy duty. How could you not be? This crowd into it. We know we are here ringside. Hope you are wherever you're watching. Steve Cunningham in black, his IBF Cruiserweight title in serious jeopardy because the man in red has been relentless. Tomasz Adamek has been hit. He's been undeterred, and he has set the pace in this fight and dropped the champion twice.
You know, Nick, we keep talking about Adamek's aggression and his punching power, but the other thing that I haven't mentioned yet is that he is the straighter puncher in this fight. Absolutely. Especially with his right hand, a good, short, straight punch.
And you know, Cunningham's reach works against him. Inside, he's looping too much.
Well, yeah, inside he's smothered.
He doesn't shorten up. His corner, the best thing they can tell him is double jab, right hand. There's the jab.
What he's doing right there seems to be the effective game plan, but he can't possibly sustain it, especially because Adamek walks right through him.
Well, he's got to follow it with the right hand. Those single jabs are nice, but they're not, as you say, stopping Adamek in his tracks.
He's still closing the distance without even punching, because right now, Cunningham's letting him in. He's turning southpaw again.
Yeah, Adamek could care less. Look at him. But here comes Cunningham off the break. Adamek's not biting on anything. He may walk into shots because he's not a defensive-minded fighter, but...
Well, I think he has the confidence of knowing that he can hurt the other guy.
There you go.
You know, and Cunningham has got to have a little doubt creeping in. He's got to be thinking, I cannot hit this guy any harder than I hit him in round 4.
And I've been down twice, and I know I can't be winning this fight. Adamek looks at a southpaw stance again from the champion. Buries a right to his chest. Wide shots.
He's taking
really landing. You don't like that at all, do you?
I didn't like the left hand because, you know, it creates a huge opening for the best punch of the fight, which is Adamek's right hand.
Cunningham has forgotten how to box. The volume punching is down. Adamek is picking his shots. Coming forward, there's the jab. He misses with his right hand twice. Cunningham, no fresh angles where he's really, there he goes, crippling the jab.
He's constantly giving ground, and inevitably you find you're back on the ropes. I mean, it just has to happen. You see it happening now.
As you said, Adamek knows he can walk through any kind of fire the champions bring it his way. Adamek closing off the ring. Here's Cunningham in front of us on the ropes. Ooh, tries an amateurish right hand to the body.
Very dangerous thing.
Adamek looking at the ref.
Come on.
This is a very tough round to score. Not a lot of clean shots in it.
I think I'm going to give it to the champion because he did land a few good jabs.
Me too. And he needed it. Wally, does Cunningham at this point have to start banging with this guy?
No. That would be a terrible mistake. What he's got to do is use that telephone pole of a jab that he's got there, just keep sticking it into his man's face and try to keep controlling the distance, because when he lets this guy make that little 6 inches there, see the way he closes the gap? You see that Adamek's doing it right now? That's when he gets himself into trouble.
But I like what Cunningham just did, that right hand over the top. I think he's got to follow the jab and let his hands go with that.
Yes, but you cannot fight the other guy's fight. Your fight is a long-range fight.
You're right.
Cunningham.
You know, Adamek, I feel that He's kept the heat on, but he's also done a good job boxing. Nice right hand from the champion. He's done a respectable job boxing Cunningham.
Yes, he has. He's a good fundamental boxer, but that's not his game. He wins his fights by strength, by muscle, by punching power, and by closing the distance, which is what Cunningham allows him to do, like right now when he's not jabbing.
Cunningham playing keep away. I gave him the last round too, Wally. I have him ahead. I have the challenger Adamek ahead at 58-55.
All right, and you see our friends at home seeing it the way we see it. I have Adamek ahead by a point, 57-56.
Adamek walking to the champion, creases him with a right to the body. Squared up is Steve Cunningham. He's in the corner right in front of us. I don't know what he's trying to do. Now he's trying to get on the jab, and he smothered his power. Nice shot. And look, Adamek didn't move. He didn't move.
Good Lord.
That's what he had to do, though, the champion. Left hand, full extension right over the top.
All right, listen.
Adamek kept coming.
I'm going to assume a 6'3", 197-pound male has got some kick in that right hand. So Adamek has got a granite chin.
He could take a shot. But that was big for Cunningham. Cunningham having a little bit better of a round now. Body shot as he whacks Adamek with the right hand. Now that right hand's coming into play for the champion.
And you know what?
It's the difference.
The right to the body, I think, got more of a reaction from Adamek than anything he's taken to the head.
Adamek's got to get a little busy. He's coming after Cunningham, but walking and not punching. Cunningham's had a good stretch of a minute or more here. He's taken over this 7th round, and he needs it. We've got him, and you've got him playing catch-up.
A very good round, I believe, for the champion.
Low blow by Adamek as on the switch, Cunningham got caught. I don't like this switching up strategy from Cunningham.
It's not helping him. It's not helping him.
Nothing offensive.
And you know what? He's got to get off those ropes.
Adamek had a little bit of a burst there offensively. But a better round for the champion as he perhaps has put 2 winning rounds together as we complete the 7th in this title fight. All right, we're back. The crowd is up on its feet, ready for the 8th round. And look what happened in the 7th. The champion with the punch of the round.
You know, I don't know what's more amazing, the punch or the lack of reaction by Adamek. He just soaked that up like he was a mattress or a shock absorber. I mean, what a shot. Look at that. That's not a slap. That is a solid from the shoulder right hand.
Wally, I think Cunningham's problem is he's been fighting in spurts, and Adamek's been fighting at a pretty steady pace.
I think his problem is Adamek.
That punch won around. There's that right hand again. So Cunningham's starting to drill Adamek, who is being pushed back for one of the few times in the fight.
You know what? He's got to be careful, though. He can't get too happy in there because he should know, as well as we know, that he is not hurting Adamek. He is definitely snapping his head back, but he is not hurting him, and he cannot take chances and run into another shot that knocks him down.
Earl Morton warned Adamek for forearm blows. Adamek's just got to get his hands moving.
Agreed, but I think Cunningham is walking a tightrope, and I think he ought to be using that jab more. Just to create some space here.
And set up some combinations. You know, Adamek's had the 3-punch flurries like that.
Right.
Cunningham's had single shots and occasional right.
And, well, the reason why Adamek is having the success in this round now is because Cunningham's gone away from the jab.
Absolutely. Ebb and flow these past few rounds.
So, you know, as good as Adamek's been, and he's been terrific in this fight, he does not slip jabs. He catches them flush. The reason why he's able to come in is because the other guy does not jab. It's not like he's slipping and countering. Doesn't do that.
Adamek's had Cunningham on the floor twice. And you know what that'll do for scorecards.
Yeah, but don't forget, one of those knockdowns came in a round where he was getting plastered.
Yeah, and I still gave it to him 10-9. I have him ahead.
I agree. I think it's
67-65.
I think that's really the only way to score that round.
Adamek is winning this round on aggression, and he's done more damage.
Definitely.
So Adamek needed this round, and he's getting it. Still a minute to go. Good flurry from the challenger in red. Cunningham backed into his own corner.
See, but again, Cunningham with... Oh,
Cunningham there! He's down a third time. He got hurt in an exchange. More firepower. Let's see if he can survive. Oh, he's in trouble. He's looking out at his wife.
Okay, here we go.
Looking out at his wife and family. There is time. Let's see. Left hand from Adamek. He can close it out. He can close it out here.
He should not be slugging it. He's slugging it out.
Oh, he should. Cunningham is starting to melt. I'm surprised he's doing as well as he had. 25 seconds to go. Adamek chasing him down. Cunningham is firing back.
You know, it's admirable that he's choosing to get into a firefight here, but it ain't very bright.
Adamek has had the champion down and in deep trouble. What a round.
Huge round for the challenger.
Come on.
Adamek had wiped away any momentum Cunningham had.
And the groundwork was set, Nick, by Cunningham getting away from the jab early in that round. Set the stage for what happened later.
You're right. Boy, I got it comfortable now for the challenger.
I don't know if comfortable is the word I would use.
I got it. Here we see. Here's
Let's
the
take
knockdown.
a look at it. It's a left hook. You'll see it. Boom.
Just kept
what a
punching.
shot. A little delayed reaction there, but his legs were gone momentarily.
Winning that exchange. Look, just won the exchange.
Wow.
You know, they kept punching.
Yeah, but his legs were gone. You know what? They may have been a little tangled there with the feet as well, but there's no doubt that he was hurt by the punch.
All right, Cunningham's been on the floor 3 times. I have him behind by 4 points. Regardless, with 4 rounds to go, you know, he's got to box his way to holding on to his title.
Well, he's got to walk a tightrope. He's got to win these. I only have Adamek up by 2 rounds,
But
2 points. So, you know, theoretically, on my card, he could outbox. He could outbox the rest of the way and win the fight.
And Wally, exactly. But Cunningham doesn't look like he's got the guns to knock out the iron shin Adamek, so he's got to win, arguably, 3 out of these next 4 rounds.
I agree. I think he's got to win all 4 of them. And
I think he's got to win all 4.
But that should have been his game plan from the beginning.
Yeah.
You know, outbox his man. And
Good power shots. No jab, but who cares? Cunningham with a big burst of firepower.
Yeah, but for some reason, he chose from the beginning of this fight to try to go punch for punch with Adamek, and I think that was a tactical mistake.
And he's doing it here. Adamek happy to oblige.
All right, walk it out.
Oh, sure. This is exactly the fight he wants.
You know, he's taking everything from Cunningham here. He's standing right in front of him, as you said, Wally. He's tasted Cunningham's power and said, you're not going to knock me out.
Several times. I mean, even after the 4th round, which was an incredible display of durability by Adamek, there was that tremendous right hand 2 rounds ago that we saw from Cunningham as well.
Cunningham in the fight of his life. Got a late start in boxing. In the Navy 4 years. Finally won the title when he had to go overseas. Hasn't fought in the States in nearly 3 years. And now he's playing serious catch-up to hold on to his cruiserweight title belt. Here comes Adamek again. Now Cunningham tries to catch him on the switch. Get closer on transition. Drives a right hand through. Where's the jab? Cunningham not boxing. He's fighting in spurts.
Big mistake, because you cannot escape Tomasz Adamek on your legs alone. There's just no way.
Another tight round, Wally. I'm giving it to Cunningham. But a big...
It's too early for me to make a call.
That's right.
I feel like I'm calling the election. Not all the precincts are in yet.
Adamek, you can hear the roar of the crowd every time he lands. Cunningham, nothing on those jabs. He's backhanding him, as you said, Wally. Big mistake. So some fundamental flaws in Steve Cunningham.
Now, it's funny because he had 2 real good rounds, 6 and 7. You know, and he's gone away from that. Again, he's trying to land power shots against a guy who just cannot be hurt by him.
He's got to land more shots. He's just got his volume punch. That's what he's got to do.
This is where we disagree. I think he's got to jab and keep his man at bay.
He's not going to do it with the jab, so he's got to outwork him.
I'd like to see him try for a whole round.
I like to see him let his hands go and outwork him off the jab. See, there's the jab and nothing behind it. There's the right hand.
Oh, what was that?
What a right hand. Oh, we could feel it here, that right hand. But Cunningham comes blazing back.
Nah,
what a right hand for
liking the challenger in this round.
Now I do. Now I do. Big right hand from Tomasz Adamek. Don't go away. First off the stool is the challenger, the champion Steve Cunningham. The advice in the corner, the jab and the right hand right down the middle. Adamek will have none of it, Wally. Willie, I gave him that round too.
I gave him the round, but, you know, I just think that Cunningham has got to try to keep jolting him backward with that jab, because when he exchanges punches, he inevitably gets hurt because the other guy's got much heavier hands.
Absolutely. Cunningham's corner told him the unvarnished truth. You need every round. And that may not be enough.
That's not enough on my card.
Not now. Adamek winning it on aggression and on 3 knockdowns.
Oh, yeah, he's winning it on brute force. I mean, he's...
Oh, right hand from Cunningham.
Look at this.
As we speak, Wally.
But, I mean, you know, we're talking about a guy with concrete in his jaw.
You know, we questioned, did Adamek carry his power to cruiser? Well, he's knocked down Cunningham 3 times. His chin certainly has been there. Oh, now he's getting the fight he wants. Cunningham with a big round, though.
Now, here's the thing, though. You have to wonder. We know Cunningham is not a great puncher. He's only got 11 KOs and 21 wins, but clearly he's putting some force behind those right hands.
Yeah.
The question is, if Steve Cunningham could hit, you know, could really hit, would Adamek be standing up right now?
I don't think he'd be standing in front of him quite that way if he could really hit.
Well, but this is his fight. And there you see the online scoring, 86 to 83. And that's what I've got it right now. Adamek ahead 3 points.
I got it wider on those knockdowns. Adamek in red. Cunningham tries to drill him with the overhand right. But he came up too long on that, not shortening up. He's trying to whip that 82-inch reach and get it into play. Wow. There's a flurry from the champion.
See, but that's, you got to make Adamek take that half step back. That's when he's not dangerous. He's dangerous when he's coming forward.
Now Adamek looks so unorthodox. He was standing in front, and the champion backs off. Minute to go here in the 10th. We're getting ready for the championship rounds, and the champion Steve Cunningham's been on the floor 3 times in this fight.
You know, I've seen a guy be on the floor 3 times and win.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not outside the realm of possibility, but Cunningham needs 3 big rounds to close the show here.
Yeah, if you're a big puncher, you got a much better chance.
Oh, yeah. That always helps.
Cunningham has righted himself. It's a good round for him. Boxing better.
Jabbing better.
Adamek gets hit with a right hand counter. Jabbing, exactly.
Wow. Great exchange of right hands.
Adamek pulls his way forward. Cunningham keeps him off, knifes him with a left hook. Big round
the body
for the champion. Champion needed that one.
Oh, a big right.
2 to go. Stick around.
All right, just when you thought Cunningham was out of this fight, huge right hand in round 10. I thought he had his best round of the fight.
Me too, and he just drilled Adamek with the same right hand. Now he's getting the kind of distance. This is what he's needed. He's found his range. Off the jab, right hand.
Yeah, you know what? This should have been his fight plan from the beginning. It's easy for us to say that. Well, I'll tell you what. I think Adamek's a little tired now. He's not coming forward with the same vigor that he did earlier.
Yeah, well, he's swelling a little in our left eye from those right hands. So Cunningham has found his range.
You know, interestingly enough, you know, clearly Adamek's been hit with more shots than Cunningham, and his face is showing more effect of this fight.
Wow.
Cunningham's pretty unmarked.
Look at this as Adamek turns him around. Cunningham was scoring with a barrage, and Adamek comes back with some brutal shots of his own. He just whipped the champion around like a doll.
Well, he's stronger, there's no doubt, even though he doesn't look it.
Two-way action. Cunningham clips him. Cunningham, a nice counter. Oh, he's standing and slugging with the slugger.
Yeah, that's always a mistake. But, you know, right now, Adamek is a little slower than he had been. But certainly, you know, some of Cunningham's shots, even if they haven't visibly hurt Adamek, have taken a toll on him.
Well, this crowd's been screaming from the opening bell.
So have we.
Yeah, they've had a lot to be crazy about. Highly entertaining. Two-way action. The champion has been dropped 3 times, but he's pulled himself closer into this fight on our scorecards. Down the stretch, sucking it up and pulling down. Gets hit there.
Kind of on the end of the right hand from Adamek, not quite as much power. So Cunningham smiled.
What a gut check situation this is for both men.
And you can see right there that a lot of Cunningham's punches are just slaps. He's just pushing them out there. That wasn't.
He's been busier this round. He needs it desperately.
Adamek having a much better round, though, than he had in round 10. This is a much tighter round. He landed nothing of consequence in round 10.
Oh, boy, both guys a little fatigued, Wally.
Yeah, Cunningham looked a little sloppy there, which could be dangerous.
Cunningham trying to create distance, get up on his toes, be on the move, fight a little faster. Now he's giving Adamek chances.
He's doing a strange thing now, Nick. He's actually squaring up. He just did. He squared up on the ropes there and used his right hand almost like a right jab.
You know, I agree. I'm giving him this round. He can't afford to blow it.
You know, as we've seen, you have to watch to the final bell and beyond, because these rounds end when they're over.
That's it. 10 seconds to go in this one, and there'll be a round to go in this war. Wow. We're back. Listen to this crowd. 1 round to go. They touch gloves, an immense show of respect. Man, they have brought it here tonight. Cunningham not playing keep away. They want him to win this round the same way he won the last round.
Oh, man. That was a very unusual punch.
Right-handed. But, you know, it landed.
Yeah.
Adamek trying to dial in. His left hand's low again.
It's like he just chucked him under the chin with his right hand.
Cunningham got to get on that jab again, set up that right hand.
Now, at risk of being ridiculed by you, because I know we're differing in our scoring, I just want you to know that going into this last round, I only have Adamek ahead by 1 point in spite of the 3 knockdowns.
Listen, I wouldn't, you know, I'm not going to be that strong. I got a 105, 102 Adamek. But
okay, so then we're only differ by 1 round. And this is the fight. You know, 3 minutes. This is your life, guys.
This could be the round of the fight. Look at them go.
Wow.
Man, this is two-way action, center of the ring. Oh, what do you know, a clinch? I can't believe it.
We haven't seen many of those, have we?
How can they not be exhausted just from all the punching?
And all the punches they've taken.
You know, Wally, again, it's bite down. Who wants it more? Who could go get it? You know, Adamek has had Cunningham down, but he hasn't had him out.
No, he hasn't had him
knock him down, knock him out.
Yeah, and you know what? One of the knockdowns, I didn't think that Cunningham was particularly hurt. I thought maybe the feet got together a little bit, but 2 of them were, you know, slam bang shots.
Hey, bullets and gun smoke. If Cunningham loses his belt, he's going to go out blazing.
Well, if he loses, I want to see this fight again.
He too is not hiding it all. Right in the face. Oh, he's trying. He is right in Adamek's face. He's trying to walk him down, but he's not punching enough. There's the jab.
Well, obviously, in his corner, they think it's a lot wider than
right hand.
Wow. That was just a clean right hand lead on the chin. Adamek's ability to absorb punishment is just remarkable.
Boy, Adamek looks tired, but how can you say the champion doesn't? Here comes Cunningham. He walked into a little combination.
I think the champ is winning this round.
This is a tight round. I'm giving it to the champion.
I'm going to wait until the end of the round before I score it. But right now, my edge is to Cunningham. Yeah,
because he's backing up Adamek.
And now, in fact, right now, it's kind of surprising that Adamek was not coming in there at that one moment when they were both motionless one of the few times in the fight. This has got rematch written all over it.
I give it to Cunningham, man. He sucked it up big time.
Ain't over yet.
Won the majority of these rounds in deep stretch. 10 seconds to go. Let's watch it finish. What a finish for the champion. I don't think it was enough, Wally, but that's just me.
Well, I don't believe in even rounds, but sometimes you get even fights. My card says 113, 113.
We'll get the official word on this tremendous battle after this. Stay with us. We are back. The Prudential Arena crowd completely. Everybody standing here. And why not? Steve Cunningham down 3 times by this man, Tomasz Adamek. Was it enough to win this fight? CompuBox numbers, final hit count here. Wow, Cunningham was busy. Adamek more effective. He was definitely more aggressive, but give the champion some points for valor. He came off the floor, got off the floor 3 times, and I thought won a lot of the later rounds.
After 12 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Clark Sammartino scores the bout 114 to 112, Cunningham. Judge John Stewart scores the bout 116 to 110, Adamek. And Judge Sharif Rashada scores the bout 115 to 112 for your winner and the new IBF Cruiserweight Champion of the World, Tomasz Adamek.
Tomasz Adamek wins his 2nd world championship. Well-deserved, dynamic performance, 3 knockdowns. He's the new IBF Cruiserweight Champion. It happened here in Prudential Center.
He wins.
And it was Joseph Agbeko retaining his IBF Bantamweight title with a win over a bloody, battered, but unbound William Gonzalez, a majority decision. And then in the fight of the night, Tomasz Adamek, the Polish slugger living in Jersey.